When creating content, it can be overwhelming to know where to start, especially if you don't know what your workflow should be. Since some of you asked about mine, I'm happy to share that as a way to get you started. As you create more content, you'll begin to build your own unique process. So when I first started creating videos, you better believe that my first one was a mess. And after that, I created this template that you're seeing here on screen that reminded me of some of the things that I needed to do by the end of my video to keep myself organized. So in this case, I would start with the video topic, and it's workflows. And then from there, I would give it a title and thumb, and then go down and work on the introduction and the outline. And I do all of those things together because it helps me to keep on a theme for the video instead of just jumping all over the place. When it comes to the outline section, I do one of two things. If I'm doing something informal like this video, I'll just do bullet points to remind myself of the things that I want to talk about. When it's something that's more formal, like a webinar that has details that need to be exact, then I will write out a full script. Another frequently asked question is, how do I record the content? Do I do the audio first and then grab the screen capture, do the screen capture, then the audio, or do it all at once? Now, the way my brain particularly works is I do it all at once. And the reason for that is if I do the screen capture first, I go way too fast and don't leave enough time for actually speaking the script. If I do the script first, then I start to feel a little bit overwhelmed, like I can't quite keep up with the pace of my speech. If you've watched any of my videos, you know that I can talk a little bit fast. So if I do it all at the same time, then I can get the clicks down correctly. And after that, I typically cut out the sections of the audio that I didn't quite like, and then I just redo them in VoiceOver. The tricky part about that is actually the fact that it's harder to match the cadence. So what I typically do is say the words out loud of the sentence or two before so that I'm on the right cadence when I hit the VoiceOver. Now, you're going to do whatever makes sense to you. These are just suggestions about why I do what I do. So now I put some footage on the timeline from the last video that I recorded so that I can show you some of the things that I look for while I'm editing based on my workflow style. So I would go ahead and listen to what's happening here, and then you would discover that this whole section is me stuttering because sometimes I just have a hard time finding my words. So then what I would do is I would split it and then delete that section. What you would then discover is this part was actually correct. So then I would just move the audio to match up with the video. Another thing I look for is areas where I continually repeat myself or there are long pauses where I did something on screen, but I didn't actually record the audio. This is where I would do a voiceover. In Camtasia, to do the voiceover, go to the left-hand navigation menu and select Voice Narration. The last example is I look for places where I'm typing, but I'm not actually talking because I really don't do well trying to type and talk at the same time. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and match up the typing to the audio. So those are just a few examples of how I go through my workflow. And after you're done with the full edit, all you need to do is export your video and put it wherever you keep yours, whether it be YouTube, SharePoint, a learning management system, etc. I hope this sample workflow that I've showed you helps you get started and feel more confident making your videos. Let me know in the comments below if you would like me to make more behind the scenes videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.